Hey, explainer heads, before we dive in, you know the drill, smash that like button and subscribe so you don't miss a thing. Now, what would it take for a decorated FBI agent to walk away just 4 years before retirement? Well, we're about to find out.
Okay, let's get right into it. That's a direct quote from Nicole Dunn, a 16-year veteran of the FBI who just quit. And let me tell you, she did not go quietly. This is a massive warning about what's happening inside the Bureau.
And we're not talking about some rookie here. Dunn spent her entire career going after the worst of the worst. Think child traffickers, international scammers. She's the real deal.
So that's the big question, right? Why would a top agent, someone so invested, just walk away with retirement right around the corner?
Well, according to Dunn, it wasn't her choice at all. She claims she was put on unpaid leave in what she calls an underhanded way, designed to just push her right out the door. And get this, she connects it directly to who she is. Dunn says she felt the new leadership just flat out did not want her as a woman of color in the Bureau anymore. And this is all happening during a huge shakeup at the very top. Which brings us to what some are calling the new FBI. Under new director Kash Patel, the agency is going through some really radical changes, and it's happening fast. First on the chopping block, the entire Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Office. It wasn't just downsized, it was completely dismantled. Poof! Gone. Next up, a requirement that's been a staple for ages just got tossed out. You know that 4-year college degree you needed to become an agent? Yeah, that's optional now. And this one is a real shocker. The legendary super tough training at Quantico, it got slashed by more than half. We're talking from 18 weeks all the way down to just 8. So you add all that up, and what do you get? Well, according to Dunn, this isn't just about streamlining things. She believes the agency's being gutted from the inside out. Her warning is that this fast-track approach is pushing out experienced agents and replacing them with people who are, and I'm quoting her here, inexperienced and improperly trained. She sees this as a huge, flashing red light for national security. But here's where the story gets a twist. Before all these big changes, some critics were already complaining that FBI standards were dropping, but they blamed it on diversity hiring. So which is it? Was DEI watering down the FBI? Dunn says that's a total false flag, a distraction. She argues that if you just look at the FBI's own numbers, that whole idea completely falls apart. I mean, just look at this. Black agents made up less than 5% of the Bureau, and Black women, just 2%. Dunn's question is simple. How could such a tiny minority possibly be responsible for lowering the standards of the entire organization? To put a real number on it, out of about 13,000 agents in the whole FBI, only around 270 were Black women. Her argument is that they weren't hired to check a box. They were hired because they were exceptionally skilled. And this is where Dunn's warning gets really chilling. For her, this isn't just about office politics. She believes the consequences of these changes could be absolutely catastrophic for the whole country. She paints this terrifying picture as the experienced agents are pushed out, the nation's enemies are just watching and waiting. It leads to a haunting question: when the next attack comes, who exactly will be left to stop it? So, who's to blame for all this? Well, Dunn points her finger directly at a political class that she says is staying completely silent while this happens. She calls out what she sees as a massive hypocrisy. She's asking, where are the senators who were screaming from the rooftops that DEI was destroying the FBI? Because now that training and degree requirements are actually being slashed, those same voices are silent. So, what do you think? Is the FBI in a crisis that it created itself? Is this a decorated agent sounding a much-needed alarm? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I really want to hear what you have to say. And that's all for this explainer. If you found this useful, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives that cut through the noise. We'll see you on the next one.